Welcome back, everyone, to another mindful episode. And this would be the third one, I believe. And last time we actually... Let me turn around here once I figure out. Wrong button. There we go. We actually finished this build here. And in between, Justin did his too. So he's coming. He's about to build up a big build too. So we got two big builds, and we're gonna see who has the biggest at the end. But I need to put designs on this front facing of this build monstrosity entrance to our like ancient Egyptian themed city that we will eventually build. So to do that, I need blue, and I was thinking I can go get a lot of lapis, and I was like, I'm not getting that much lapis. And it would be, ooh, that was weird. And that would be too dark if we got lapis. So I was like, you know what is the best material, because it's going to be up there, not up close, so you're not going to be able to tell what it is wool. So I can build our simple wool farms that we always build in every season of everything. Wool farms are usually my first automated farm to build, and usually the only as well. But let's see what I've done in between. So like I ended off last time, I said we need to clean up this area. So I pulled up all of the chests down here, and I actually brought them inside. I did this because just to do a little design work as you walk in. And I made this big little area. This is, as of now, this is not going to be our main area for chests. Like, we'll eventually change out, possibly. Not that positive yet, but as of now, this is it. So pretty much I have it all lined up. We got blocks, we have miscellaneous items, food items, and a few generic things over here. Like you got some armor, tools, and everything on this side. My shulkers, just random builds. But I was low on wood, so I decided this was a big open area, so I just threw a whole bunch of torches down. I placed out, as you can see, I just cut down some as well. I placed down a bunch of dirt, and I put our trees in so I could have some logs that actually do various builds that I want to do. So actually, this is the first time I actually got some spruce and some dark oak, and I've been growing it. I got a good supply, so if we need to do a build, we have some if we need it. I have a good supply of oak, good supply of birch, so we're pretty much good in the tree department. It's not automated, but it is really fast. They just have these grow and come in and just chop them all down and then place down the saplings as they drop. So let me take us for a trip under this way. So underneath of this build is where we will put our temporary sheep farm. We are going to build a nicer one, but as of now, we're just going to drop some right here, just so we have some blue wool to finish our build. And I got some glowstone already. I have some grass blocks, and I have some glass smelting up top. I do need to go get some of the observers and everything so we can finish this build. But I believe I can finish it up now real quick, and we can come back and I can show you how it pretty much works. Well, everybody, so I kind of built this big, large farm. It's so much different than my usual builds, like if you watched it on NSG before. I usually have like this minecart shoved up in this block, and it drops into this hopper trail, and it just goes on through. It just happened above. Oh, you saw I just picked it up. So this minecart rolls back and forth and picks it up. So much nicer than having. It was really a waste of materials. This is so much more easier, and it's going to be way easier to organize. So right here is the dispenser. Underneath it is a observer that observes this block that he is standing on. And every time he eats that grass, which he takes this grass, merging over here, and it can have more grass all the way around it except for right behind it. It grows. He eats it. He gets his wool, automatically detects it, comes back, lights this up. That observer powers this dispenser, which in turn shears the sheep. Very easy concept. And then this goes back and forth and gathers it up and puts it in here. So this is about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Not very sure on the time because as I do work from home, so I'm just coming back and forth checking on this and recording as I go. So what I want to do is from this area to this area, just have row after row of sheep farms. I'm going to do a little bit of math and see how many rows of each color I can do. I'm just going to go all the way down to this side. And I'm going to have like a way down, possibly where I put my chest room as of now is here. So I will pretty much have it drop down from here where I can drop down a little elevator. BBL, I think he meant... Oh, be back later, got it. Don't know that code, but got it. Not BRB, but BBL. Okay, so we'll have it pretty much right here on this row after row. I'm so excited. I really was not planning this to be a sheep farm episode. This is going to be a huge task and a huge build, and I'm so excited for it. So it's going to be able to, we will be able to make a shop for it, which we have a plan with Justin for that. And we're going to be able to gather all our needs because, I mean, this is just our entrance. So just imagine a giant city back here as well that we'll have. It's going to gather all our needs that we will need for this. So, like, this city is going to go all the way back to basically right here is where our city is going to go. And our city is going to go this way and end where the desert itself ends. So pretty much it's like this river right here is going to cut it off. So with that being said, let me actually gather a lot of materials because I believe what y'all want to see, like I would want to see it, is how I did this. Because I did get Justin over to help me with a little bit of the redstone because I make the stupidest mistakes when it comes to redstone. But I know what I want to do so I can get it there. I just sometimes have to have help. But he helped me fix this up, so now I can be efficient. The organization's going to be amazing, so I'll build one with y'all so you can see what goes in this build, pretty much. So with that being said, let me gather some materials, and I'll be right back. So I gathered up some materials so we can actually... Oh, iron. I so need more iron. Okay, let me climb out of here. That was so unexpected. I wasn't meaning to try to find iron. It ruined the start of this clip. But what I have so far is some materials. So pretty much how this will work is you will have one here, and that is a powered rail, and then it will travel all the way down here. And let's see. So where I'm going to have it actually end is about right. Let's end it here. I'm not sure. What I'm going to have to do is actually add up, see how this is. So let's walk over here. So it is a empty space, sheet, empty space, sheet, empty space, sheet, empty space, sheet. So what we can do is actually go through this real quick and say empty space, sheet, and figure it actually out how far down we can go. So like empty space, sheet, empty space. Okay, so that is actually where we're going to have it in. So what we're actually going to do is right here, place a powered rail. So what I want to do is place a redstone torch to power that one up, and a redstone torch on this side to power this one up. Now, what I'm going to do is actually grab over here, this one that's rolling back and forth, because this was kind of my tester to see how it works. As you can tell, it works really well. So let's go ahead and pop... Oh. I hit the rail, so it's gonna stop. There we go. let's actually take this, put our copper minecart on it, and take it for a spin. So if it doesn't make it to the end, which it does. Okay, so let's break this again. Pop this up, and let's place stone here, and since I don't, we'll take that, place that at the end, place our hopper minecart back on it, and let's send it back and forth and see if it just continuously goes back and forth. I believe to make me happy, I might want one in the middle, and that would kind of make this whole thing more efficient. Right here is the center, and that should help us keep this going a little bit faster so it doesn't slow down as much, or it starts slowing down right when it gets to that spot. But this kind of keeps that speed and momentum going where it's not as slow, and we still saves us on materials with those gold powered rails that we have here. So I also have, I believe, let's see, so we got 16 colors. So I have enough for 2 sets of each color actually to go all the way down. And we'll have this room underneath. So about right here we'll have a hopper, and it drops down to a chest underneath. And then for right here we'll have another one drop down the chest underneath. And they will just combine into the same set so we can come down and gather easily. So let me go ahead and place down the tracks of what I have and see where it gets us. So I went ahead and placed down a whole bunch of observers and dispensers. So right underneath here you saw me place down that observer, and then right on top I literally just placed in a dispenser right here. My brain just went blank. And then right behind it you have the redstone, which when the observer detects the sheep eat the grass, it then lights up and powers this block, which then powers this redstone, which powers the dispenser and shoots out the shear to shear, and it sucks the shear right back up. So that's pretty much how it basically works. And then these minecarts underneath go back and forth, and they track in all the wool that has been mined out. So what I do now is basically build up some walls and everything for this. But as I'm looking at this, this whole thing needs to be bumped forward, so I kind of made a oopsie. Yeah, I think I made a oopsie. But I can go ahead and fix that in 2 seconds. Ooh, I am stuck in fly mode. And I'm stuck. Well, let me get unstuck and fix that oopsie that's right there, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. Let's say hey, because I just spawned in. I had to go do some few things, so I got off. But, so I thought I made a mess up, but I did a little test over here on our tester area where I was testing out different ways to collect items. So what I figured out is I can do this and have the redstone here, because the sheep will not eat the grass that the redstone's on, and it cannot slide through easy, so it's going to stay here in this box. So we are perfectly fine making these little cages. I know it's weird to look at how it's pretty much set up here where there's so much going down, but if you look from right here and you kind of break it up in this 3x3 area, you have pretty much the area that we're going to be doing the farm. So it's like, you look at it, it's a whole bunch of mini farms put into one. And that is pretty much how I'm doing it. So over here, I'm actually adding in sheep and breeding and trying to get enough to where we will have enough to actually put some in these areas. But what I do need to get is what I recently just figured out and just thought about while talking to y'all is I need black dye. I don't know how much of it I have, but let's actually go take a look up here. Hopefully I have enough for the 2 rows. Let's see, ink sacks are up here at the top. I have 26. So that'll get us started. We just need to go like killing a bunch of them in the rivers and we should be at a go. So let me get more of these sheeps all breeded up and then I will be back to actually run with y'all getting them in these holes, which is more difficult than it sounds. As the moon goes down, we now see Justin has 2 iron farms, so might need to borrow a little bit of iron for some diamonds, as I got a good bit going down here. Now, I think for this video, this is actually all I'm doing of the sheep farm, but as you can see, it's full and it's pumping. So I have the black ones going so far. And let's see, right here will be the next set of colors. So it'll be 1 and 2 will be the next, and then so on. Most of the time that it's going to take will be getting a lot of those. Oh, let's check in here. Alright, it's getting full. We're going to have to do something about that soon. Oh, that's mine. So we are full, so I'm gonna have to do something about this soon also to get our storage going. Look down, don't kill me. Look down, don't kill me. But with that said, we are flowing and we got a sheep farm, so we need the black wool, we need blue wool to get us started. So literally this will be a project we can always work on here and just keep growing as the days go on. I feel like it would be in about 2 weeks, I will have this whole thing full, if not way before then. It's weird how these are all lined up. I put, let's see. They haven't been used yet. Let me see. Let's do a break right here. Ooh. Power it. Unpower it. Let me fly out. Maybe. Ooh. I have power 2 and I hate power 2. I cannot control it. So maybe they haven't been controlled yet, so that's what, like, shut off the first time. All these I did a manual click through at first, except for these. So that's possibly the problem. Also possibly not, but we'll always be checking to double check this. But I believe we are good in this situation. We are very good in this situation. Like, it set us off. So let me actually come stand over here by my blue wool sheeps, turn around, and say, thank you for watching this video. We got a good sheep farm. And as always, stay crafty, y'all.